Sync with Discord. What do you mean sync? It was playing a second ago. I could hear you just fine. What's going on, everyone? Welcome to Game Tangent, the community for super obsessed gaming nerds just like myself. My name is Chris Enriquez, aka Hyper Neon, and welcome to the Tuesday night regularly scheduled Game Tangent programming. I was kind of unsure of what I wanted to play tonight, and I was looking through my back catalog of kind of old Steam games. I decided, so I picked up this game in a bundle. We played the Stanley Parable last week, and I ended up picking this game, The Beginner's Guide. It's made by the same people that made the Stanley Parable, and it's another one of those like weird like games that aren't really games but are more of experiences. And I'm really interested. I really like the Stanley Parable, and so I'm really interested to try this one out. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a weird one. It's I know it's about kind of like the artistic process in general. So we're gonna take a look. We're gonna try it out. I really have no idea what to expect out of this. I think it's about an hour and a half long. Yeah, hopefully it's pretty cool, and we can all get our minds messed with by the end of it. And then since it'll be over pretty early, we'll move over, I think, to a game I've been wanting to play for a while, which is Getting Over It, which is the weird one that we definitely won't be able to beat tonight. But about the guy, the half man in the bucket with the shovel. So we'll see how that goes. Um, and so while we're here, one of the things I want to do really quickly, I'm on the options. Let me switch over to the main view. The problem with this game is that when I bump it over to windowed mode, it bumps me up to like 300 FPS, and it just obviously it just lets my graphics card go, which I don't want. I want to lock it to 120 even in windowed mode. So if you give me a second here, I'm going to take a look at how to do that. I may have to use Riva Tuner, but I want to see first if there's a way that I can lock it without that. What game is this? The Beginner's Guide. See if anybody figured that out on the interwebs. Nope, that's not what I'm looking for. Beginner's Guide. So the problem is the game is called The Beginner's Guide, which then gives you a whole bunch of Steam community beginner's guides on how to lock FPS and stuff. Let's see. To set it permanently, use the launch option. Let's try this really quickly and see if this works. Well, let me see something here. Alright, so we're gonna... I thought I had this set up, which is what screwed me up here. Let me try and go to Beginner's Guide, Properties, Set Launch Options. Let me try this really quick. See if this works. Let's see what that does. That even allows the game to run. It does. Okay. Perfect. So that locked it to 60. I want to lock it to 120 plus FPS max 120. Boom. Close. Play. I just used the instructions from a totally different game, but it still seemed to work, so. Alright, let's go video. Let's do window, no border, apply. Beautiful. Okay. It kills the sound when I click out of it, but that's fine. I can still, it doesn't close the window and like close the game when I click out of it, which is good. Alright. Begin the game. Here we go. Audio is indeed on. WASD, right mouse click. Got it. Left mouse click, not right mouse click.
Hi there. Thank you very much for playing The Beginner's Guide.
Hello.
My name is Davey Reedon. I wrote The Stanley Parable, and while that game tells a pretty absurd story, today I'm going to tell you about a series of events that happened between 2008 and 2011.
Interesting.
We're going to look at the games made by a friend of mine named Coda. Now, these games mean a lot to me. I met Coda in early 2009 at a time when I was really struggling with some personal stuff, and his work pointed me in a very powerful direction. I found it to be a good reference point for the kinds of creative works that I wanted to make. So just to start you off, this is, I think, the first game he ever made. It's a level for Counter-Strike. You can walk around here, by the way. And mostly it's just Coda learning the basics of building a 3D environment. But what I like is that even though he starts from the simple aesthetic of a desert town, he then scatters these colorful abstract blobs and impossible floating crates around the level. And of course, it destroys the illusion that this actually is a desert town, and instead this level becomes a kind of calling card from its creator. It's like a reminder that this video game was constructed by a real person. And it kind of makes you wonder, what was going through his head as he was building this? This is what I like about all of Coda's games. I mean, not that they're all fascinating as games, but that they are all going to give us access to their creator. I want us to see past the games themselves. I want to get to know who this human being really is. And that's exactly what we're going to do here. So, it's 2008, Coda starts making these games, and he never releases any of them. He doesn't put them onto the internet, he just makes them and then immediately abandons them, and they sit on his computer forever. And I think he really understood this image of himself as a recluse. At one point, he jokingly renamed his computer's recycling bin to Important Games Folder. So, this was just how he worked. He tended to crank them out one after the other without even really pausing to try to understand what he had just made, until suddenly one day, he just stopped. In 2011, that was it. He made his last game, and then he hasn't made another one since. And that's why I've taken this opportunity to gather all of his work together, is because I find his games powerful and interesting, and I'd like this collection to reach him, to maybe encourage him to start creating again. And if the people like you who play this also happen to find his work interesting, then I'm sure it'll just send that much stronger of a message of encouragement to Coda. So thanks for joining me on this. If you have a particular interpretation that I haven't mentioned here, or if you just need to get in touch, you can email me at daveywreden@gmail.com. Okay, that's about it for introduction. Let's take a look at Coda's first proper game. As each game is loading, I'll show you the date that it was completed. This first one was made in November 2008.
Okay. Whoa! Whisper machine evacuate immediately.
This game is called Escape from Whisper, and it's one of the more generic games you'll see from Coda.
I can shoot stuff. Can I kill people? Oh, I'm out of ammo though. I guess. Aw, I'm out of ammo. I can jump. Whisper machine status active.
Security call breached. Hostile alien life form inbound.
I gotta shoot stuff?
It kinda looks like this game was abandoned mid-development. For instance,
That's
you have
true.
this gun, which you'd think would indicate that there are supposed to be monsters or enemies somewhere, but then clearly there are no enemies anywhere. You can't even reload the gun when you run out of bullets. But ultimately, we don't really know. Maybe Coda thought that actually it was complete the way that it is. And I think that we should talk about his games for what they are, rather than for what they're not.
Enemy force neutralized. Begin shield evacuation.
So what am I supposed to do? Oh, the door opened. We must escape.
I love how you can see the bottom of the universe from this room.
Is that other door open? Nope, just this one.
Apparently, this space station has a labyrinth on it. Sure, I don't know. There's really no reason for it that I've ever been able to discern, so in the interest of time, I'm just gonna skip you on past it.
Yay! We made it out of the labyrinth.
Okay, this is the part that's interesting. The game has this narrative about the whisper machine and how it has to be turned off, and then you get to the engine room.
Hey, you there, in the engine room. You could save us all. That beam is powering the whisper machine. We could disrupt it by introducing a great enough heat signature. If your body could stop the beam.
Whoa.
It's so much to ask, but for all of our lives, would you do it? Could you give yourself?
Let
And
me pause here for a second.
that's the
What you
game?
just experienced, stepping into the beam and then dying, is probably what Coda had initially intended when he was developing this level. But when he first compiles and plays it, something goes wrong. There's a bug somewhere. And this is what happens instead.
Huh.
The beam causes you to start floating. And this is an important moment for him. Because yes, this is technically a glitch, but Coda identifies something human about it, like how small it makes you feel in the face of this larger chaotic system. Or this floating could be the afterlife, a peaceful place, juxtaposed against all of the hysteria that you've just had to traverse.
It is
I don't
pretty
even
cool.
know. I have no idea what he was thinking, but what's clear is that after making this, something lodges itself in his brain. He wants to do more of these really weird and experimental designs. So he stops work on this and moves on to a stream of tiny little games that go in all sorts of directions. Let's go ahead and take a look at the first game he made after leaving this one behind.
November 2008.
Yep,
Past was
in this
behind her.
game you can only walk backwards.
Interesting. This is very hard to do. Ah, whoa!
So it's a short and relatively minimalist experiment combining motion and narrative. It is less advanced than the previous game, but actually it seems to be more focused, more complete. Coda's trying to give it a unique voice rather than simply basing it on a pre-existing trope.
When she stops and looks, it becomes clearer. Future is always behind her. How will she find strength? To confront it.
It's a short little thought, it says what it wants to say, and then it ends. Didn't need anything more than that. which to me is why it works.
That's pretty
because it gets
interesting.
out quick. Okay, next one.
I like where this is going. I like the narrator. Okay. Whoa. Okay. Guess we're following this. Oh my god, am I gonna get freaked out? You are now entering. Oh god. I don't want to look. I don't like that I can't see in front of me. Oh god.
And that's it.
What?
Okay, the meaning of this game won't be clear just yet. Please be patient with me for a few more games, and I promise you'll see what makes it interesting.
December 2008.
Oftentimes, Coda would put bizarre titles like this one at the start of his games.
Nonsense in every direction. Okay.
I wish I'd known him at the time that he was making these early games. He would really only talk to me about his work as he was making it. Once he stopped work on a game, that was it. It was dead to him. And I don't agree with that at all, but what are you gonna do?
Oh, I can't move.
Once you've been slowed to an absolute crawl, the door at the top of the stairs opens. So why, if Coda's not showing these games to anyone, why bother opening the door at all? Well, to show you, I'm modifying the game here so that when you press enter, it'll bring you back up to full speed so you can enter the door for yourself.
Yeah, that's interesting. You can't move. Okay. Press enter. Game. Oh, these are all his ideas. Whoa. A normal game where you have to.
That's warm and nice and filled with little ideas for games.
Press to stop the chaos that doesn't work. Play as the camera filming an advertisement, walking around on set filming whatever you like.
Coda would often tell me that he didn't mind if people thought of him as cold or distant. He said that he knew that he was actually a vibrant and compassionate person.
Sharks are trying
but
to
that
eat
it takes
you.
time to really see that.
Simultaneously, you're trying to eat the
It can
sharks.
be a very slow climb to get there.
Wow. This game is like his mind. I'm stuck. Oh, I guess that was it. Ready, set, fish. Okay. Okay. Where's the fish?
Well, this is new for Coda. It's an actual puzzle. Go ahead and see if you can solve it.
Okay. Doesn't seem to go anywhere. And I...
Don't forget that solution,
Oh.
because we're going to see this puzzle again soon.
Okay.
We're gonna see it a lot.
Three dots.
So that seems to be it, right? You walk down a corridor, you solve the puzzle, you get to the end. Simple enough. Alright, now I'm going to modify the game again, so that when you press enter, it'll remove all of the walls from this room.
Okay. Enter. Whoa! So he made it. Oh my god!
How about that? There was more to it than we had any way of knowing. I actually find it funny that this game comes after the Stairs game, since they essentially convey the opposite idea.
It's a huge...
So, in the Stairs game, a dull
map.
exterior concealed a rich interior. And then, in this level, a dull interior hides this fantastic outer world.
Wow.
Either way, I think that the point is the same. is that most of the time you don't get to know what you're missing, or even that you're missing anything. That's not your role as a player. So if your role here is not to understand,
Can I jump
then
off?
what is it?
Nope, I can't. Huh. Oh man. This one freaks me out. You are now exiting. Okay.
Aha. So this, combined with the entering game from earlier, tells us that Coda believes his games are connected somehow. It could even be that the stairs game and the puzzle game are literally connected in between this and the entering game. There's a bigger picture that all of his games are meant to play a role in, some larger meaning that we won't be able to grasp until we've seen all of them. And once we have, we can step back and start to understand what exactly that bigger picture is.
Okay. We gotta see all the games. The Great and Lovely Descent. Okay. It's a house. I guess we walk over to it. Looks like a restaurant.
Let's talk about video game development
Pub.
for a second. Every video game runs on what's called an engine, which determines what the game can and cannot do. So in other words, the engine is a set of tools for game development.
Streetwise Fool.
To make all of these games, Coda is using an engine called Source.
Okay.
Like all engines, Source has certain things that it does well, and it has certain things that it does poorly. One of the things that it does very well is boxy linear corridors. That's why so many of Coda's games are set in these large, flat, empty rooms, is just because he's working with what the engine does well. The tools available to the creator shape what kinds of creative work they're going
Oh!
to do. You might consider paying attention to the architecture in Coda's games, to notice how they seem to stem from an engine that's very good at producing linear, boxy corridors.
Maybe I was supposed to jump off? And go down these stairs? Guess you can't die, that's kinda cool. Alright. Going into a okay. Whoa. Feel like I'm in jail.
This
Hi.
prison, funny enough, in Coda's original design, the doors stayed shut for a full hour before letting you go.
What?
If you don't mind, I think we're gonna skip that.
He just made a game where you just sit in jail for an
This is something
hour.
that he and I used to argue about a lot. You know, whether a game ought to actually be playable, whether it means anything if no one can get through it. And I would always defend that, you know, all this work goes into the game, why not make it playable and accessible? And so we just got into heated arguments over it, and there was one time that after one of these conversations, he went home, and a day or two later, he sent me a zip file entitled Playable Games that was full of hundreds of individual games, each of which was just an empty box that you walked around in and nothing else.
What?
Believe me, I played every single one of those just to find out if there was like a gag hidden somewhere. There wasn't.
It just... that sounds kind of like a dick. Still don't know where this is going. We're just like learning the story of this guy's life and like his mind and how he sees the world, I guess.
It's
Yeah.
the puzzle again, with the exact same solution as the last time.
Interesting. So I need to flip this switch from inside.
There's still no clear indication of what makes this puzzle so special that Coda is going to return to it over and over. but I promise I'll share with you my interpretation very shortly.
I love this. I love this so much. Whoa. Did you come
Here,
from up
Coda
above?
begins using a
What
kind
was
of
up there?
dialogue system that he fashioned out of the engine's chat capabilities. Use the 1, 2, 3 buttons on your keyboard to respond.
Did you come from up above? Yes, there was a world stamped with whiteness. Yes, there was an enormous prison I spent hours in. Yes, there were these floating colored blocks. 2. Enormous prison. That's the world above. You've been there. Now this is important. Did you have to get through a puzzle with 2 doors and switches? 3. Prefer not to tell you. But you don't understand. We are trapped here. That puzzle is our only escape. We need to get through it. You think you want to get through, but trust me, you don't. Let me describe it for you. Let me tell you all about what is over there. I will tell you how to solve it. What's the answer? Tell me how to be free of this prison. I must know. It's the most important thing. There must be an ending. I can't tell you. You didn't give me the option. I'm sorry. Again? Hello, how did you get here? Was there a puzzle? No, I've been right here this entire time. It's not meant to be solved, but you can sit in the black space in the middle. Why would I sit in the black space? Oh, it's plenty peaceful. It may not seem that way at first, but you'll come to think so in time, eventually.
And so we make one last descent down to the final floor of the level.
The puzzle? Oh, the prison.
It's a lamppost. Okay, I can't tell you quite why, but for some reason, Coda fixates on this lamppost. It's going to appear at the end of every single one of his games from here on out. I'll tell you what I think. I think that up to this point, he's been making really strange and abstract games with no clear purpose, and maybe you can only float around in that headspace for so long. Because now he wants something to hold on to. He wants a reference point. He wants the work to be leading to something. He wants a destination, which is what this lamppost is. It's a destination. We're going to see it in the work as well. His games are just going to become a lot more cohesive, a lot more fully developed, with more of a clear idea behind them. And as we go, that idea will get clearer and clearer and clearer.
Next game? You take it. This game is connected to the internet. As you walk around, you can leave notes. All notes you see are left by other players. Interesting. Nice room. Not. Is it actually connected to the internet? Can I leave a note?
So first off, I'm sure you can deduce this, but this game is not connected to the internet. All of the notes that you're going to see have been written by Coda.
How do you beat
This was actually the first game of his that I ever played. This was shortly after I met him at a weekend game jam in Sacramento, where I grew up. I saw him working on this very level.
No point to
and
this.
It was just so different from anything that anyone else was doing. So right away I was like, I have to be friends with this person.
Whoa, that's a lot of notes.
In retrospect, I think I was probably a bit too pushy, trying to get his attention.
Whoa.
I was
Whoa.
over enthusiastic. But he was very gracious about it and very patient with me. And I cooled off eventually.
Can you guys hear me? Hello. Reasonable.
Oh, feel free to skip over any of these notes if they're not doing anything for you. Nothing extra is going to happen if you read all of them.
Everyone read this.
Either way, to me they convey a sense of loneliness.
This
I
place
see this
makes me
person
sad.
who's filled with thoughts and feelings
Once upon
and
a time,
beliefs,
I did.
and has no way to express them
I'm king of the
except
world.
as scattered and unheard voices in a
Fine,
game that
fun.
wasn't meant to be played.
Let's just say balls. How is there wood and
But it's
grass and
ironic,
concrete
isn't it,
here?
that in playing this game and seeing how alone Coda often
Blah,
felt,
blah, blah.
that we get to know him better and actually kind of connect with him. And I have to be honest with you, this idea
shit
is
is
really
this
seductive
cavern?
to me. That I could just play someone's game and see the voices in their head and get to know them better and have to do less of the
Boring.
messy in-person socializing. I could
can
just
assure
get to
you
know
can do
you
this.
through your work.
There's an acorn somewhere here in this
I
place,
think
and
this
the
is why
sailors
I
are
always
looking
liked
for it.
Coda's games so much, is because it felt like they let me have that connection. I felt as though he was inviting me personally into his world. And then I feel less lonely too.
I refuse to believe. Butt ass butt. Butt ass butt. I need to go to the frickin' bathroom. Recognize me, please. Oh my god. Do I go this way? There's nothing here. Go back. Don't listen to that guy. A free t-shirt. Need other side door. Why you so? How door? How you open? Open sesame. Makes game. Includes door. Cannot open door. Thanks. This guy wrote all these notes. Someday I will meet the person who made this. Oh wow. Do you hear the chimes? They keep you going, don't they? I don't hear chimes. Guess I'm supposed to walk towards this art. Stop, turn back. Proceeding further will only result in misery. Take my hand, let's jump together. I want to go see this art over here first. Can I get to it? It does not matter if you ever get over there. I can jump. Don't listen to the other notes. Haha, I can get over there. I don't really know. You told me I don't have to read all these notes, which I'm not. Painting. What does it mean? Whoever made this has issues. Am I just supposed to like jump off? This guy made this in a weekend game jam? There must be a reason for it, though. This terrible secret, he kept it well. I beat the game. More room.
At the end of this level, we're going to see the puzzle again. And here, I'll tell you what I think the puzzle means.
Escape,
Each of these
escape.
games represents an idea that was on Coda's mind at the time that he was making it. And the puzzle is a way of closing the door on a previous chapter of his life before moving on to the next one.
I hear whispers. Oh, I can't jump off, actually. Downward, keep
In
digging.
each of his games, after exploring a theme that, he might find difficult, Coda can then place this puzzle that he knows has a reliable solution, he understands exactly how it works, and so it gives him a simple mechanism for moving on.
Does this puzzle have a solution? Oh my god, I've been here for literally an hour and a half. Help! Help! The second door won't open. Shit, how do you solve it? Developer, answers please.
And because there's this dark area between the doors, a space between spaces, before you move on, you get to pause.
No solution.
Just for a moment, a few seconds to reflect on and let go of the events that led you here. To step back and connect the pieces together. To grasp at that elusive bigger picture.
Bye-bye, door. What does it mean? Typewriters? How do you leave notes? That's what I was wondering. A lamppost. Whoa. Are you there? Please say something. It can be anything. I just need you to say something. Talk to me, please. Are you having so much difficulty talking? Speak, 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 speak. I don't know how to speak. June 2009.
Okay,
Porn
this one's
stars
tough.
die too?
It's gonna kind of just spin its own wheels for a few minutes. Hang with it.
Okay. Coda. Whoa. Okay.
See, like, this is it. The whole game. And there's nothing that's particularly interesting about it. You just walk to the end of a hallway. Except, for some reason, Coda gets really fixated on this prison that has all of this modern furniture. And I don't know why, but he decides he needs to revisit this prison. He's gonna start over, use the same assets, turn it into something else. Okay, cool. Here's version 2.
Okay. We're in the prison. What furniture ought to go in the center of the room? How about tea with the round sound? A refrigerator. Put a giant hole in the ground. 3. What? That's not what I said. Okay, now what about along the wall of the room? Huge picture of a horse. That's not what I said either. Tesla coils! Psh, lame. You need a table. Who are you? Where exactly are you doing this from? Whoa!
There's a bit more to this one, but still, it's not really communicating anything. It's kind of just weird for weirdness' sake.
To the maze?
So, okay, he throws it out and starts over. This time he comes at the prison idea from a different direction.
Hello, please walk forward. Okay. This guide will enable you to escape any prison environment. Follow the instructions carefully. Take care that you remember each step. First, click on this table. Good. Go over to the photo frame and click to turn it slightly. Now turn the floor lamp in this room off, then turn it back on. Now go to the left side sofa, move it over a little. Finally touch the shelves. That's it. In a real prison, the escape will now open. Return to the start to be taken back to your prison. Okay. Go back to our prison.
And of course, now the table is gone and you can't begin the chain of events to escape. Here's a version where there are no bars, but you can't actually get to the well. and then a version where the inside of the prison is the outside and the outside is the inside. Let me
What?
just blink you real quick through a few more of these. I mean, he really unloaded on this prison idea. There's nearly a dozen of them. Personally, I think it's awful to watch this, to see a person basically unraveling through their work. And for what? Like, at what point do you just go, maybe there are game ideas other than this prison that I could be working on? But Coda doesn't have that voice telling you to stop, that particular mechanism of defense against yourself. Without it, you just spiral. And so he keeps going and going and going and going and going, and then he hits on something. And he likes it. And that's it. He's done. He stops making prisons. This is the very last version of the prison game that he created. And the reason I think it works is that the prison is not actually in it.
What? Okay. No? The lamppost? This is weird. It's got some creepy freaking music. Hey, it's me. I'm you from after you escaped the prison. You're me. So you were trapped in this prison too. Yep, I was in the furniture maze.
It's a conversation. And so this is what Coda wants, is to be able to talk to someone, to share what's on his mind, and to get some good advice from someone who knows. But the irony is that even in this scenario, you're still talking to yourself. You know, all of these games so far
What's it
are
like to
Coda
escape?
talking to himself.
I kind of miss being in the prison. It feels like being completely still and wildly in motion at the same time. Do you feel any different? Sometimes I'm scared I'll get out and then things will be exactly the same as before. Don't feel like the same person at all. That's so nice to hear. That makes me feel really happy. Still me, but I'm not somehow. It's hard to describe. If you're me, then did you get a call from another version of you when you were trapped? Yes, I did get a call. That's how I escaped. All they told me it was to be sincere. They asked me how I felt about being in prison. They just talked to me for a while. That freed you? How does that work? Listen, you can't know until you're out, but I promise it works. Just talk to me. Be here for as long as you need. It's just a very lonely person.
I can see why he considers this a fitting conclusion to the prison games. After all of the obsession and frustration, just to be told by someone you can trust that things are going to be okay. Wouldn't that be nice?
Yes, that would be very nice.
So what would it look like if Coda wanted to make a game about talking to someone other than himself? To me, this environment is meant to represent Coda's puzzle, with the two doors on either side and a dark transitional space between.
Two doors and go in the house, I guess? Whoa, it's so weird, guys. Whoa. Okay. Guess we're getting locked in. I'm glad as all heck that you showed up. I might be having to clean this entire house all by myself, and right miserable that would have been. Everyone knows lonesome hands make lousy homes.
You'll notice that the quality of the art is a step up from previous games, including this new and improved chat system, which he started using from this point on. From here on out, he begins putting much more effort into the visual polish of his work, and this particular game took 2 months to create as a result.
Don't worry, there's mess in no time. Clear the table. Why don't I finish up here? In the meantime, you can please... Oh. That's... Please run in the bedroom and make the bed. Okay. That's the bathroom. Make the bed. Why don't you straighten out the rug? All the little details matter. Do you enjoy being a housekeeper? How'd you end up doing this job? How'd you end up doing this job? A friend dragged me along at a time when I was particularly desperate for cash. Figured I'd clean my own home. I know we got some demons I ain't ready to face yet. Let's go. These pillows. Can I clean up other stuff? Arrange the pillows. Okay. You okay? Make it especially cheesy. No! Okay. Scrub the tub. Still books are on the floor of the bedroom. Books. Didn't I already do the
After
dishes?
the intense set of prison games, his house cleaning level almost feels like cleansing. It's
Just
the
do it
moment
again.
after a particularly difficult or traumatic experience where you just need to let it sit and digest inside of you, and eventually cohere into something meaningful.
You absolutely got to own it, otherwise it owns you. Would be with the task at hand and leave the future chores to future you. Present you wants to smooth out the rug in the bedroom. Believe it or not, trust me on this one.
Of all of his work, actually, this was the only one that he called me up to ask me to come over and look at it. This was during a period of a few months where he was like grossly happy all the time, just walked around with a constant smile on his face. It occurs to me that one's house is a lot like one's soul. You take care of it and it takes care of you. I don't know why I felt so weird about saying that. There's a bit of truth in it, no? Please clean up the books, thanks. Alrighty. Back to the books. I'm glad he made this. I'm glad he found some peace. Can't have these folks coming over to a messy couch. But, of course, it can't last. The music stops, your companion is gone, it's time to leave. The door at the top of the hill is now open as well. Again, you can't stay in the dark space for too long. You just can't. You have to keep moving. It's how you stay alive. Okay.
Lamppost.
Which is the whole point of the puzzle doors, right? That sooner or later you have to pick up and move. I really thought that was the point of it.
Items you
This
love
one
at
gets
members
a bit
only
goofy.
prices. Why did you come here today? Was it to improve your life? Was it to get a better job? To make your relationships more meaningful? No? I'm here to become perfect! This workshop is going to teach you how to be perfect. I want your friends, the people in your life, to look at you and think, wow, this person is a better human being than I am. Right now, who do you think about that way in your own life? Who do you know who is so well developed as a person that they make you feel disgust with yourself, compared to whom you feel useless, selfish, ungrateful? I intend to make you into that person. Perfection is within your grasp. It's not how do we do it, but how do we do it effortlessly. This is easy. It is so easy. It is so
About halfway
easy.
through the game,
Being
perspective
perfect is
shifts.
effortless. Whoa!
And you play as the teacher. And suddenly, you discover that your teacher is just as bigoted and afraid as you are. Oh, and also you can move around the classroom now.
Well, let me tell you right now, if it isn't effortless, then it's not the race. I still love you, it's just that you make me feel cold on the inside. Being alone must be awful. Thank goodness all of you perceive me as being wise and intelligent. Drinking is not hurting my life. Whoa. Do you understand that you won't be happy until you love me? This is for you. There is no truth, there is no path. Feel what is true. You leave? It's coming for you, it's going to destroy you. Everyone run, run.
I felt pretty hard for this one. I feel like it's one of the most relatable experiences that you can have. To assume that some other person is perfect and totally fulfilled in every way, and completely miss all of the little flaws that make them painfully human. I think about this game a lot these days.
It's gonna be that same
This one
experience,
took a lot
but
longer than all the others for Coda to make. It was 4 months between this and the last one. That's twice as long as it took him to make any other game before this, and it's not like it's particularly complex, so I remember I found that a little strange at the time.
go to the stage. Whoa! In this scene, you'll be playing as me. You're at a gathering of professionals. First, you'll start out leaning against this wall. Okay. And just leave? Nope. Good. Stay right there. The woman across the room in this chair is a professional photographer of animals. It's your dream to photograph animals professionally. This is your one chance to learn something from her, to gain something, to succeed. Go on, say something to her. Hello, sorry I have to leave. Where's... Hello. Hello? That's it? That's not a conversation. You need to actually converse with her. Be a human being. Do it again. Wise, happy, focused, successful. You are all... I like you. I'm super, super scared right now. No, that's not what I said to her at all. You're completely missing the tone of the conversation. I was reserved, but I knew what I wanted. I was confident. For some reason, it was just that one moment, but I was confident. Maybe it's that you need a better feel of the setting. There were a lot of people around us. I'll give you some props to work with. These cones that bounce when you touch them will represent the people nearby. Oh gosh. Now talk to her again. I bet you've learned to lean into the pain. What are some sacrifices you've had to make? I don't know. You're messing it all up again. You'll freak her out if the conversation gets that personal that quickly. Do you not realize how important this was for me? I'll never get another opportunity like this again. Everything was riding on this. Guess he had some kind of missed opportunity? Try stepping back from the stage. Okay. That post. Oh, and we're in jail. Whoa.
The game ends with this eerie premonition of what's going to happen next in Coda's life. The solution to social anxiety, to fears of having to perform and having to chase success, the answer for Coda is to withdraw, to hide himself away. Which is what leads to scenarios like the stairs that slowed you down several games ago, where it just becomes harder and harder to access Coda's inner landscape because he keeps retreating. He just keeps backing away from possible connections to anyone other than himself. And to be honest, I didn't consider it very healthy when I first played this game. You know, it looked to me like he was trying to justify the idea of just disconnecting himself from the world. And that wasn't what I wanted for him or for his games. Because I feel like a lot of his games are inviting me to connect with this person, to bring him closer.
What was that sound?
But what can you do? After this, Coda went off and took another 5 months to make a new game.
Mobius Trip. To play this game properly, you must keep your eyes closed. Click to begin the game. Okay. Eyes closed. Not gonna do that. Why did I go blind? I can't see. I can't. Blind. Help! I'm blind. I can't. What's going on? There was a giant door and then my vision went black. Please, someone talk to me. Help me. How to solve. Please don't let this be forever. We're going to crash into the giant door?
You should probably open your eyes if you haven't already. It's pretty much impossible to solve otherwise. And there is a solution, by the way.
What's going on? Okay. I can't see anything. Please tell me how to solve this. Is there no other? I guess I was thinking maybe if I answered quicker, it would. I guess I got to go up top to the lamppost. All right, let's go. Help! I'm blind. Lamppost. The only way to stop it is to speak something that is honest. I can't keep making these. Yes, that's it. That's the truth.
Like I said, I was getting concerned. First off, he's never been this explicit in his work about exactly what he's thinking. So where's that coming from? But then even weirder, his work has potentially stopped being an outlet for him. Not like he's having trouble iterating on ideas, but he literally just can't think of new ideas anymore. And in person, he was being a lot more distant than usual. Like, you know how sometimes a person will just deflect anything that you say in order to keep themselves disconnected all the time? It was that kind of thing. Here was the point in my relationship with Coda where I really started to wonder if he needed my help in some way.
Have to work harder. Damn.
His games are going to get more desperate from here on out. After this game, it's almost 6 months before he finishes something new.
Huh. Where did this island come from? Is that a person? How lovely. It's been a long time since I talked to anyone. What's wrong? You look lost. Wow. What's happened? Did something change? There was a machine that kept me going and it stopped. I'm trying to find this engine that used to protect me. Started again. It's crazy he's just like having a conversation with himself. Wait, you're looking for... I think I know where it is. It isn't far. Has to take me to it.
If the last game featured Coda talking explicitly about his
do
creative
that. There's a
frustrations,
problem. It's
this one turns it up to 11.
We saw the puzzle. We'll find
Now,
the machine.
put yourself
Deal?
in my shoes playing this. Here's a friend whose work is exhibiting signs of struggle, frustration, anxiety, depression, even. And yet, still, he keeps making games. He keeps
Doesn't matter what you hit
throwing
there.
himself
It says
into the
deal no
grinder,
matter what.
even when he clearly doesn't have the energy for it anymore. Why? What is it for? Because from my perspective at the time, and just what I knew of him, this was a result of how isolated he was. He was in his own little bubble, just sitting at his computer all day, not really showing these games to anyone, not releasing them onto the internet, and so he didn't have anyone outside of himself to connect with. He had no outlet to ground himself on.
First you have to open. First you press the switch. First you have to open the door. Now what? Now you have to close the first door. Now just close, and I'll just open the first. Now just press the switch here.
You can't talk yourself out of loneliness. It doesn't work that way.
I can't believe I never solved
You
it before
can't be
this.
the one writing both the questions and the answers. Then there's no movement. Then there's no circulation. If all of your anxieties are being channeled into your work, then if the work ever fails, you have no backup and you're just going to crash.
Here I feel empty. We are. They're just words on some walls. Trust me, you'll see. You have to say that your work is fun and easy. You have to say that game development is simple and joyous and that you love it 100% of the time. Sure, making games is easy. But it wasn't true. Why did the walls just crumble? Don't worry about it, just keep talking, keep saying that creation is easy. When I make games, I feel completely energized. Never stops being easy.
Seeing this game at
Wow.
the time that he made it, it looked really unhealthy to me.
Every time I make
I was watching him do
something, I
this
feel
to
better
himself,
about
and I
myself.
hated
Just
it.
never stop
I
creating. I'll
hated
never feel
seeing him
bad.
so trapped. It's like video games are not worth this amount of suffering.
Sure, making you
This is someone I really
not a
cared
good
about.
teacher.
And I used to get so much joy out of seeing him create. For him to suddenly become angry and frustrated like this, it was
Where's
the
the
worst
machine?
thing for me.
You have to trust me. I promise this will work. Please continue. Pain breezes effortlessly off me. Any sacrifices made for my work are worth it. Always pays off eventually. You won't be happy
I don't
until
know.
you love me.
This
This
is what
for
I
you.
felt at the time. I don't know how else to explain it.
There's no shame, no fear, no guilt.
I wanted it to stop more than anything.
Questioning.
I had never felt so rotten. I needed more than I had ever needed anything for this to stop.
Incredible. That's it. I'm free. I'm free.
But it didn't stop. After finishing this one, Coda takes another 7 months and comes up with a new game.
May 2011. The Machine. Guard. Man, I'm glad to see you've arrived safely. We've captured the machine. It's waiting for you now. You can begin the interrogation whenever you like. I intend to be brutal. Very good. She warned that someone called the press, so we might have a bit of attention on this one. Also, one more thing that you should know about the machine. It calls itself Coda. Yo, Soviet Union! What game is this? Is it called The Beginner's Guide? Why didn't that pop up in my chat? What the heck? 1 second. That's weird. What the heck? Why has my chat not been popping up this whole time? Are you freaking kidding me? Aw, man, now I feel bad. People have been chatting to me, and God damn it. Okay, well, test? Huh. So it pops up in the stream video and in the Twitch video, but it doesn't pop up in my chat window on my computer. So I haven't seen any of these messages. Aw, that's so annoying. Let me see here real quick. Is it not connected? Twitch streamer, it says it's connected. Wow, that's super frustrating. Alright, we're gonna close this really quickly and reopen the bot. I'm so sorry, you guys. Oh, and Punk for Prez was here too. People leveled up. Punk for Prez leveled up to level 2 Blue Gamer. Soviet Union Recon leveled up to level 1 Green Gamer. How's it going, Soviet Union? Man, I don't know what the heck. That's really weird. I'm restarting the bot. We'll see if that fixes anything, I guess. Test. Alright. Well, now I can even see my own. There we go. Okay, well, now I can see messages again. What the heck? That's so weird. I don't understand why that happened. That's never happened before. I feel really bad. I'm doing pretty good. And yes, this game is called The Beginner's Guide. It's this game, if you've ever, it's more of like an experience than a game, right? It is about kind of like the creative process, right? So if you've been watching since the beginning, then it's this game about basically the developers of the Stanley Parable. If you've ever played the game The Stanley Parable, we played it on stream last week. Um, it's hard to explain. I don't know if you've been watching this whole time, but it really, the developer of the narrator in this game is the developer of the Stanley Parable. So he's the one who's narrating this whole experience, and he's basically narrating his interaction with this other game developer, I guess, and kind of like this other game developer's battles with their own creativity and like feeling of worthlessness and all that kind of stuff. I don't know. These types of games are very interesting to me because they're much more like the game's media as an art form. And so this is just really cool to me. It's only about an hour and a half, so we'll probably be ending it. It'll probably be finishing up shortly, because I think we've already been going for about an hour. And then after we finish this, I'm gonna move on over to the other game of the night, which is gonna be Getting Over It, which is another indie game. So before I do that, though, I want to whisper over to Punk for Prez and apologize to him because I didn't realize. I didn't realize that my chat was broken. So I just want to send him a quick ping because he stopped by and said, hey. All right. So yeah, but other than that, life is going good. Everything is good. Had an amazing 3-day weekend. Recovered nicely from my little drunk stream over on the weekend. So I'm definitely feeling really good. All right, so doors open. This is the machine. The press. Hello, press. What will be done with the machine? What will you do with it? Will it be punished? What is the machine? And let me make sure I keep this chat window open again, just in case it breaks again. Alright. Do you know where the poisonous games have come from? What can you tell us? Alright, let's go see the machine, I guess. The machine!
And of course, it's the machine.
You stopped. You stopped feeding us. Your work was keeping us alive. Your work was keeping us healthy. You stopped feeding us. There's people out there, can you imagine what pain you've put them through? It was only because of your creations that any of us could make it through every day. How could we possibly go back to trusting you to do this job? I've just been listening, watching while doing some homework. My school was so wimpy, canceled school today for dangerously low temperatures. Oh, that's pretty crazy. Yeah, we had a little bit of snow. So I'm in the DC, Washington DC area. We had a little bit of snow overnight. Nothing got canceled, but I guess there's supposed to be like a big snowstorm tonight, like 1 to 2 inches. So we're expecting maybe some like late delays. I never get a snow day because I can work from home. So if it snows, I just work from home and I have to keep working. But you know, when you work from home, it's kind of like a snow day. So that's not so bad. But yeah, they often cancel schools. I think like last week they canceled school around here for low temperatures. It was only -14. Oh man. -14 Celsius or Fahrenheit? Because -14 Fahrenheit is pretty freaking cold to me. It was only because of your... okay. Here's what needs to happen. You need to go out to those people who are out there and apologize. You have to admit to the people that you allowed them to suffer. I've been so alone. 6 Fahrenheit. Yeah. That's pretty... Even that, 6 Fahrenheit is pretty freaking cold to me. 1. Apologize for leaving me. Thankfully in the DC area, it never really gets down. It gets to like the low teens Fahrenheit, like 10 to 15 degrees at like the coldest Fahrenheit, so it's not so bad, but I still hate it. I'm from Miami, Florida originally, so I grew up where it's just like, you know, 80 degrees, constant year round. You can go to the beach, go swimming year round. Um, but I haven't lived in Florida for like 10 years, and I still hate the cold. Think carefully. I know how to hurt you. I have seen the thing you fear. Come on, machine, start working again. Alright then, I will apologize to the people on your behalf. Go back to the press, I guess. Give a statement. Totally different press area. My followers, my friends. My friends! Deliver bad news. I have a troubling revelation. So this is how he wanted to tell his people, I guess? I have a troubling revelation. The machine will not apologize. The machine refuses to admit that it deliberately hurt us. But this is not important. We are stronger than it thinks we are. We'll find a way to live without it. We do not need its games. Let us pay it retribution. Let us show it that we are not failures. Follow me, we will destroy the machine. Follow me, we will destroy everything that the machine has created. We'll destroy the machine. It was -10 Fahrenheit a couple weeks ago. It's just chilly. No reason to cancel school. That I would agree with. No reason to cancel school. I still hate the cold though. -10 Fahrenheit. Ugh. I went to school in upstate New York, Albany, New York. So I was there for 4 years, and like the school's on top of this hill, and it's just basically like the wind, and there's just like a valley and like nothing all the way around it, like just plains. And so the wind just whips through the school, and up there it got like much colder, so it would get down into like the negative, degrees Fahrenheit. And oh my god, I hated it so much. Oh, now we're back on the stage. Okay, lights. I'm assuming soon. No lights. Whoa, I got the gun. What? We get to destroy everything. This is kind of cool. I like this game. I'd play this.
So now the work is becoming self-destructive. And I'll tell you, at the time that I first played this game, shortly after he made it, here's what I'm thinking to myself. I'm thinking that code is stuck in his own head, and that it's having a very negative effect on him, and that all he needs to do is just start showing his work to people, to get some actual feedback on his games. It might get him out of isolation.
This is actually pretty cool. Whoa.
And so,
we're legit destroying all his old games.
To initiate it. Because it would never occur to Coda to start actively soliciting feedback, so what if I did it for him? If he could see the difference it would make to have more actual conversations with other human beings, would that bring him out of his mental spiral? Would it give him confidence?
Destroy all the typewriters! We have a Brazilian exchange student. The coldest in Brazil was 7 degrees Fahrenheit. He was so cold even inside. We keep around 65 inside, and he always had a blanket. I keep my house at around 72, and yeah, I'm also always very cold. We went up north, and he wasn't sure what to do. So whereabouts are you that it's that freaking cold? Are you in Canada, maybe? You're using Celsius. I'm assuming it's not US. I am stuck. I can't move. Oh wait, now I can move. Whoa!
So I started showing Coda's work to people. I took this one, and the islands which you just played, the theater, the notes, the house cleaning game, and some of the prison escape games. I brought them to people that I knew and trusted. I asked their opinions. And the great part is that they really loved his games. You know, the point of it all was just to give him some external reference point, but they genuinely loved his work. There was nothing for him to be afraid of.
Oh, now we're stuck. Yo, Sky Kitchen, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. Visited Michigan where it was cold. Michigan is pretty freaking cold. Put down your weapon. Oh, what did I just do? No. We're going to destroy the machine, you guys. I think this might be it. You can't do
Can you
anything.
see why I felt like this was the right thing to do? Because it's the thing that I always feel like I need. To be told that my work is good. That I am good. When someone really connects with a thing that I've made, when they see themselves purely in my work, there's nothing that feels better. And
This is true.
I got to give that very same feeling to my friend. I did something... I really felt like I'd done something good. Like I was a good person. I felt like there was a friend who was in trouble and was unhappy and maybe didn't like themselves, and I could fix it. If I could give him this gift, maybe I could fix the problem. When they told me how much they enjoyed his games, it was the best feeling. It was the absolute best feeling. It made me feel so happy. So beautifully, beautifully happy.
Oh man, I don't like where this music is going. So how's it going tonight, Sky Kitchen?
So anyway, Coda finishes this game, and then really he just kind of takes off for a while.
One sec. I'll read that
So
in a
this
minute.
is June of 2011, and I didn't hear anything from him for several weeks, I guess. And so out of nowhere, one day I get an email, and it's got a private link to a new game of Coda's. This one is called The Tower, and to my knowledge, it's the last game that Coda ever made.
Uh-oh.
So let's take a look.
June 2011. Enjoying your new game. Saw your video on YouTube. Nice looking rig. Oh, awesome! Came here from the YouTubes. Yes, I am greatly enjoying. I'm playing on the new gaming rig right now. I'll show you. I got it all hooked up. I want to make sure I'm not going to miss anything. Okay. Playing some Secret World Legends while watching a stream. Oh, excellent. Actually, I don't know that game. Secret World Legends. I'm going to look that up real quick. Secret World Legends. I'm not familiar with that one. Massively multi MMORPG. Modern day world under attack from occult forces. Ragnar Turnquist led development on the initial game. Interesting. Looks pretty cool. I haven't heard of this one. I'll have to take a look at it. I will show you. I'll switch over to the other view. This one? This is like my streaming setup. So you can see my PC kind of over in the corner here. The one thing I should add, I should append to that that video that I made actually on that YouTube video, that live the unboxing that I did. So PC was great, started up, ran fine. About, I don't know, a few days after having it, I started having these crazy overheating issues. And it turns out that I'm going to find you this picture, and I'm going to put it up because it's ridiculous. Turns out that CyberPower PC, whoever the hell built my computer, left the cellophane sticker on the bottom of my CPU cooler. So my computer, it was just overheating constantly, and I was like, what the hell? And so if I wasn't as knowledgeable of computers as I am, I would have never known that I needed to what to look for, and would have never done tests or never done burn-ins or anything like that. And I would have never discovered this issue and probably just let my computer it was overheating to the point where it was shutting itself off. That's how crazy the overheating was, because basically there was a piece of plastic in between my cooler. I'm gonna show you this because it's ridiculous. Media, let's go down. Let's find this here. Ooh, I guess I post a lot of pictures. I thought it would be easier to find really quickly. Getting closer. I think it would have been boom. Alright, so it's a little bit after this one. Here it is. Alright. Let me put this freaking picture up. How do I put up display capture? Display capture. Look at this ridiculousness. So that's my cooler. And the sticker even says, please peel off label before you use it. Warning! There's a huge warning sign. Like, how? I don't understand. So I tweeted this out to CyberPower PC. They ended up getting back to me, and they sent me, they were like, oh, we're so sorry. Like, we'll send you, like, a free gaming headset. And they which was great, like, awesome on their customer service. Like, I could have been a dick about it. I was like, hey, just for, it's not a big deal to me because I was able to fix it quickly. Don't make me send in my PC for warranty service. Like, I don't want to send my PC all the way back to you when I know how to fix this in like a few minutes, right? Which they didn't, and that was really cool of them. And they sent me this like cheap like gaming headset that's super uncomfortable, but it serves as a backup, I guess, if I ever need something or whatever. So I mean, that's kind of cool, I guess, and it's good on them that they tried to make up for it, and like they reached out to me, like they saw this post and they instantly reached out to me on Twitter to try and correct the issue. So like that's really cool of them. But yeah, it's pretty freaking ridiculous that happened, I have to say. Overall though, once I got the thing figured out, I overclocked my PC. I overclocked that chip to 3.8 gigahertz on all cores. It's running smooth, no issues. The PSU that I have in there, the power supply, is a little too weak. I wish I would have gone. It's a little too unstable actually. When I plug in all my USBs plus the LED lights plus like I have like a USB like extender and like all that kind of stuff, it has some problems sometimes like on the restart. If I restart the computer, it won't necessarily always come back up. If I have every USB plugged in, it makes sense. I think I just need to upgrade the power supply. But overall, I really like this computer. I can play Assassin's Creed Origins, 4K, 30 FPS, ultra settings. So, and if you know anything about Assassin's Creed Origins, that game is a freaking CPU killer. So, I love it. It's good stuff. Are you interested in building your own PC or ordering something from CyberPower? Is that why you were watching my CyberPower PC unboxing?
And this is where I have trouble saying anything meaningful about Coda's work. Because more than anything else, the tower just feels distant. It feels like it's trying to distance itself from the world. It's a very cold game.
Okay. The tower. A hexacore would heat up quite a bit. Yes, a hexacore definitely heats up quite a bit, especially with cellophane plastic. But with the without the plastic, it runs great. Even with that, I mean, all I have on there is the Cooler Master Hyper 212, which is a pretty middle of the road cooler, not liquid cooled or anything. And I was able to overclock from 3.2 to 3.8 gigahertz, and it does pretty well. I could push it further with this cooler, but my PSU and the voltage fluctuations, that it starts having a lot of voltage fluctuations once I start pushing it that far. So I like to watch unboxing PC videos. I was going to get CyberPower, but changed my mind. Yeah. Overall, I mean, I have to say I'm pretty happy with it. Like, I ended up getting this PC build, and the overall build quality, besides that one issue, is really, like, the wire routing and all that stuff is really good. And it was cheaper than what I could have gotten myself for the parts. So overall, pretty happy with it. I think I would have loved to have gone with like an Origin PC, but that obviously would have, I think they would have been much more reliable, but just way more expensive. So I'm happy with what I got. No regrets.
Has a maze in it.
Whoa.
Except that all the walls of the maze are invisible.
What?
Every time you touch one of the walls, there's this awful flashing and noise, so the experience is really miserable.
The game goes beyond not being meant to be played, it actually seems to despise the player for trying to play it at all. But I do want to show you the rest of the levels, so when you're ready to continue, press enter and I'll put a bridge over the maze.
Got yours through Digital Storm. Awesome. I wish you could just show me the walls of the maze. That'd be cool. Alright, guess we're going over the maze. I do quite like it. I like it. And the cool thing is that the case that I got, which I really like, was actually like one of the cheapest cases they have. And like when I went into it on PC, I was like, oh, I really want a black and orange case with like a glass wall and like blue LED lights. Like that is what I wanted. And the cheapest case they had was a black and orange case. So I was like, freaking sweet. It's the like my favorite one, and it's the cheapest case. Like hell yes. And it's an extra big case. It can support like a really big like cooling system. If I ever wanted to upgrade to like a liquid cooling radiator.
It's needed some modification to be playable, like the house cleaning game. You know, that one used to actually loop the cleaning chores and you just cleaned a house forever. I had to cut it off so that you could exit the house and the game would actually end.
Interesting.
But that game had an idea that it was actually trying to communicate. What's the deeper idea behind the invisible maze?
Nobody knows. Whoa, what is this? We want to win the lottery?
The only way past this challenge is to randomly guess the 6-digit code. Like the invisible maze, it's frustrating to me, because it's the opposite of everything else that Coda has made. It doesn't encourage thought or engagement. It doesn't ask anything of me, except a lot of my time. If I could have reached him during this time, then maybe I could have asked him, but I couldn't. I still don't really understand why this is here. I'll put the code on the ground for you here, though, so that we can move on.
151617. 151617. No, the stairway opens up. So what kind of games do you like playing, Sky Kitchen? What was the one you said you were playing? Secret World Legends, was that it? So MMORPGs, obviously. Any others? To the hole. Now we're in jail.
The
A lot of
switch to open
MMOs.
this door is actually on the other side of the door, meaning that it's literally impossible to solve from this side. So even if you somehow brute forced your way through the first 2 challenges and you got to this point,
You'd just be
there's
stuck
actually
forever.
just no way to progress. And it's scary for me, the idea of Coda cutting himself off entirely, just saying, you know, that's it, that's the end of the conversation, not giving me any way to fix the problem. I feel like a failure, I guess, when I can't fix the problem. But I can open this door for you, so let me do that.
Eh? Jumping other people. Yeah, no, definitely. The only thing about I think if I ever let myself get into like a good MMO, I think I would just like drown because I get so hyper obsessed with the game, and so I've just had to like actively avoid most MMOs in my life because I know that if I start playing one, it's just before I know it, it's like that constant like grind loop of like, oh, I need to do better, I need to like get the new thing, I need to work towards this armor piece, I need to work towards this weapon and like get the like the best possible loadout. Is this your main game? Oh, no. So this game that I'm playing now called The Beginner's Guide, this is like a weird indie game. It's more of like a game as an experience, and it follows kind of like it follows this other. It's this one developer who created the Stanley Parable, which is another similar such game, and it's basically his interactions with this other developer that he met, and he's kind of explaining I guess you're kind of exploring this other developer's mind space, right? Like their creative process and their mind space by playing their games, like all these unfinished games that they created. And so we're basically at the end of this game. It's about an hour and a half long. I've never played it before. We're pretty much around the end of it. And so what we're playing through right now is actually the last game that this developer ever made. And so as we go through it, you're kind of like coming to understand kind of the hardships and that this particular developer named Coda was experiencing. Primarily, games I like to play. I really like to play, first and foremost, like story-based games. So things like Uncharted or like weird, like they just have like a really deep story. Horizon Zero Dawn, really good one for me. And then also kind of on the same level, like cool, like small indie games that are like really well crafted experiences, like Ori and the Blind Forest, Inside. Limbo, that type of stuff. Like I really love these like 2 to 3 hour experiences that like just kind of, you get in, you play this awesome experience, and then you get to get out, right? And you just like it's just something different than what you normally expect in a game. Below that, FPSs. Like I love to just play like multiplayer FPSs with my friends, Overwatch, Destiny, Halo, that kind of thing. Those are like kind of like my next tier down type of games. So that's primarily what I play, that kind of stuff. Destiny is the one kind of like MMO that I've ever really allowed myself to get into. Oh, interesting. Yeah, so here's that switch that he put on the other side of the door. And I love it. I love Destiny so much.
Was I a failure for not understanding this game? I don't know why I would be. It's not like everything needs to have a solution, but I feel it somehow. I feel like I failed, and I don't understand why.
Just keeps going.
I remember. It's June of 2011. I'm playing this for the very first time. And as I'm playing, I'm thinking to myself, I don't know this person.
Guild Wars?
No,
that's a pretty cool one.
Who this person is. It wasn't the guy I knew. It wasn't my friend. I had come to so many conclusions from looking at all of his work up to this point, and then suddenly none of them...
None of them made sense?
I had been trying to, though. That was the thing. For years, I was trying to get to know him, to understand who he actually was and what he stood for. I asked him so many times to please just tell me what his games mean to him. I asked him please to tell me what the 3 dots mean. And
well, yeah, those 3 dots were like all over the place as we've been playing this. These games definitely feel like they were created by a troubled person now. Bottom numeric and the games are now the best eye candy. That's awesome. Yeah, I have this monitor. It's a 144 hertz G-Sync 27-inch. I love it a lot.
I just felt so strongly that if I could have connected with him, that if I could have somehow made his work my own, that I would finally be once and for all happy. It was that I needed to see myself in someone else. I needed to be someone other than me. But he stopped and left. And it felt somehow like I had failed.
Yeah, and then I also have my 4K 65-inch HDR TV out in my living room. And so I have my whole setup wired so that I actually have a direct HDMI connection from my PC, which goes out into my media room and plugs into my AV rack. So at any point, so all my consoles are in my AV rack, so I can actually use that same HDMI cable through the wall to play all my console games on my streaming setup here. And then if I want to play my PC games on my TV in the media room, I just flip the HDMI cable around, and I just unplug it from the input, and I plug it into the output of the PC, and then I can play my games in 4K 60 FPS HDR on my TV in my media room. So that's pretty cool too. Got the ViewSonic, nice. I've got the Dell 27DG something or another. Only thing I wish is that I wish that this PC monitor was also HDR. If it was HDR, it would be perfect. But unfortunately, in 2017, they announced all of the G-Sync HDR monitors, and they didn't actually deliver any. I don't even know if they've even delivered any yet in 2018. They all got pushed into 2018, which was kind of a bummer. So, dear Davey.
I'm
Oh,
the reason that you stopped
wow.
making games, aren't I? It's because of what I did. I poisoned it for you.
Wow. You made this game just for Davey. I need to ask you to not to speak to me anymore. Damn. And then he took all this shit and put it in a freaking another game? Kind of sounds dickish, man.
I don't think I ever told you this, but when I took your work and I was showing it to people, it actually felt. It felt as though I were responsible for something important and valuable.
I wonder at times whether you think I am making these games for you. What was that sound? That was weird. Coin block! 61 hyperbucks. You know what we should also do while people are here? Let's start that conquest, y'all. You can join in on the conquest, you guys. We can try to take over the world, earn some hyperbucks. Is it possible?
And the people who played them, they treated me like I was important. They really listened and cared about what I had to say. Even though I was showing your work, I felt good about myself. Finally. For a moment, while I had that, I liked myself.
So infected my personal space that it's possible I did begin to plant solutions in my work somewhere, hidden between games. If there was an answer, a meaning, would it make you any happier? Would you stop taking my games and showing them to people against my wishes? Giving them something that is not yours to give, violating the one boundary that keeps me safe. You stop changing my games, stop adding lampposts to them? Wait, what? So you added all the lampposts?
And then you stopped. And I didn't have anything left to show people.
Would you simply let them be what they are?
I just had to be with myself. And as soon as that happened, there was no feeling at all. Nothing. Less than nothing. What does that mean?
When I am around you, I feel physically ill. Wow. You desperately need something and I cannot give it to you. I literally do not have it. Struggling to come up with new ideas is not making me depressed. Low points are just a part of the process. The fact that you think I am frustrated or broken says more about you than me. The battle is finally done. Mike Tyson has been overtaken. Man, it's hard to feel excited while I'm reading this. Holy crap. This game is making me depressed. Sorry, Sky Kitchen. Yeah, not everyone comes out of the battle victorious. It's actually like a RPG-ish type similar. So like simulators, like everyone that joins in has like a health pool, a defense, an attack, a dodge. And so as you go through the I lost my ear for 425 hyperbucks. Yeah, so as you go through the like the process, it like dynamically simulates like, and then there's all different bosses that you fight that also have their own kind of health pool. So as you play against the boss, it like figures out like obviously like it actually does turns of attacks, and then so some people die, some people live. So I'm sorry, Sky Kitchen. I realize that this doesn't make sense to you just yet. Which is fine. You're not my problem to solve. but I do hope that one day it clicks and that you make peace with this thing you are wrestling.
I'm afraid that I did something really stupid because I don't like myself.
Wow. And when you finally see what I am talking about, don't say anything. I'm guessing you can't get to that door. Oh. Can you? Oh, I thought it was going to be a void that you... Eh?
That's why I'm releasing this collection of your work, is because I haven't been able to find any other way to reach you. I've tried everything. And
Wow.
so a part of me has hope that if I put this compilation out into the world, and if I put my name on it, that maybe enough people will play it so that it'll find its way to you, so that I can tell you that I'm sorry. I know I screwed up. If I apologize to you truly and deeply, will you start making games again? Please, I need to feel okay with myself again. And I always felt okay as long as I had your work to see myself in. I mean, is something wrong with me? Because I know that I did an awful thing, and I'm doing it again right now. Like, I'm showing people your work, but I can't stop myself from doing it. That's how badly I need to feel something again, like I'm an addict. There has to be something wrong with me. Can I apologize? What if I tell you I was wrong? Will that work? Will that fix it? I don't know. I don't think it will, but there's nothing else that I can do. Just tell me what you want. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Please, start making games again. Please help me. Please give me some of whatever it is that makes you complete. I want whatever that wholeness is that you just summoned out of nothing and you put into your work. You were complete in some way that I never was. And I want to know how to
The
be a
walls
good
are
person. I
closing
want to know
in.
how not to hate myself. Please. I'm fading, and all I want is to know that I'm going to be okay.
Epilogue. Wow. Like, is this all true? Is this, like, is it a real story that this guy is telling? Yeah, I know. I kind of thought that might have been it too when it went to the black screen.
More love, more praise, more people telling me that I'm good. Always more. It's like a disease.
We all want that. We all want more. More praise. We all want to know that we're doing well. Is this an actual message to the dude or is it an advanced plot line? I think it... That's what's hard to tell. Like, is the dude that he's talking about real? Like, this whole thing with Coda, like, is this all a fabrication of the game? Or is this really, like, a thing that this developer did? And, like, is this really a message to the guy? Like, that's so crazy to me.
This was a triumph.
Yo, Midnight Tangent Ryan. You're right, it does still say drunk stream. Whoopsies! What should we make it say? Free text. Yeah, it is not still drunk stream. We're gonna keep. We're gonna say indie game night. Exclamation point, workout to make workout. And let's get physical. I wanna get physical. How's it going, Ryan? Alright, that should be fixed now. Love choo-choos. Yeah, we all up on that train. Have you played this, Ryan? A beginner's guide or the Stanley Parable? Because this game is making me feel things. That was a rough night. Yeah, it was a very rough night. We are at the end of it. We are at the end of this game.
Solution.
And now we're outside. Yeah, the tokens are 10,000 hyperbucks. So the tokens were really intended to be just to explain that real quick. So the tokens were really intended to be I was already doing my stream, and once I got affiliated, I wanted to make sure that like I don't do this for the money. I'm not here to make donations and tips, and up until I got affiliated, I actually never had a donation button or anything like that. I have a good job. I do this for fun. I do this to meet cool people, and honestly, I do this mostly to give myself a dedicated 3 or 4 hours every Tuesday and Thursday where I get to play games with my crazy life where I don't necessarily always have the time to play games. And so when I got affiliated, I wanted to make sure that if people did decide to tip me, if they did decide to subscribe to my channel, that they would have something kind of special. And so that's what the token system was. That's what the workouts and the drink tokens and that kind of stuff, like the sound effects. Those are something that I felt kind of gave me just a little something extra that I could give to those people that liked my stream, kind of so much that they did want to donate or they did want to subscribe. And it doesn't detract from anybody else's experience, and hopefully in fact it actually adds to other people's experience. If you're just a viewer and you never subscribe or you never donate, whatever, that's still cool. You still get to enjoy when other people make me do a shot or when other people make me do a workout. And in fact, you can still earn, just by viewing and watching, you can still earn points towards getting those tokens. And then also the token fall thing at the top, that is, every time I get $10 or whatever it is, so a 1,000 bits, which is basically $10. I did I wanted to have a community goal so that everybody could participate, right? So every time we get 1,000 bits, everybody in the stream at that moment gets a free token as well. So that way, even any viewer, everyone gets to participate together and all share in the wealth and the fun and all that kind of stuff. So that's why I have the number set at what seems a high number, 10,000 hyperbucks. But it really was because I wanted it to feel special. And so subscribers, if you subscribe, the one kind of nice thing is it's 10,000 hyperbucks for a token. But if you subscribe, you get 2 free tokens and you get 10,000 hyperbucks with your subscription. So it's kind of a nice little benefit to subscribers. It allowed me kind of give a lot to those people. So that's why it's set up that way.
Really enjoyed making prison games. Maybe I wouldn't have thought he was so desperate. I wouldn't have told so many people that he was depressed. Maybe he just likes making prisons.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe you should have minded your own business. But how would you know? Maybe this guy did need help. The games he was making seemed so... I mean, I felt the same way. When I was watching these games, they felt so desperate and delusional. The whole game about, his mind in the machine and all that stuff. Is it 10 per minute? The, you mean the hyperbucks? You mean, how quickly you earn hyperbucks? No. So I think I have you earn hyperbucks at, let's see, Twitch extensions, overlays and loyalty. What do I have that set up? Point settings. So you earn 10 hyperbucks every 3 minutes, actually. So, what is that? So you earn 200 hyperbucks an hour, I think is how that works. But then you also earn hyperbucks via conquests, and you also earn hyperbucks via if you host a stream, you earn hyperbucks. When you follow, you get a bunch of hyperbucks. If you participate in the raids, you get hyperbucks. You also get 2 hyperbucks per bit, I think, or something like that. That's for cheer. So there's like all different ways. Obviously, you can earn hyperbucks by like the gambling and all that kind of stuff. All the little like mini games that we have, you can earn hyperbucks that way as well. So
Even now,
that's how I got it set
the
up.
disease is telling me to stop. Don't show people what a shitty person you are. They'll hate you.
The disease. So is this that guy's game or is this our game? It's epilogue. Oh, now we are in blackness. Okay. We're in a cave. Don't really know where we're supposed to go here.
If I knew that my life depended on finding something to be driven by other than validation, what would that even be? It's strange, but
Family,
the thought of
love,
not being driven by external
happiness.
validation is unthinkable. Like, I actually cannot conceive of what that would be like.
Living your life, bro. Drive your life by living your life. Have fun.
What now?
I don't know what now.
I think I need to go. And I'm sorry, because I know that I said that I would be here and I would walk you through this, but I'm starting to feel like I have a lot of work to do. I have a lot that I need to make up for, and so I'm just gonna...
So,
Okay.
without touching chat, without comments, without coin blocks, it would take 50 hours for a token. And if you do 3 hours per day, 2 weeks per time. I'm pretty sure my math is right here. So a bot would take nearly 17 days to get a token. If you participate, you could probably do it in 2 streams. That encourages participation again. Yeah, I mean, like I said, right? Like I think that math is approximately right, something like that. Like my point is that, like, yeah, I do want to encourage participation, right? And like my stream isn't necessarily about doing workouts and like getting drunk and all that kind of stuff, right? And so that's why I placed the tokens so high out of reach, because I want to reward people who are participating, right? So if you're participating in the conquest, if you are doing the coin blocks, if you're doing that kind of stuff, right? Like, I want to reward you. That's why people like D-Tape, right, who have been in the stream for a really long time, had like 8 tokens last night. And, you know, I mean, sure, he got 3 tokens when he subscribed, like last week. But up until then, he had earned like 5 tokens. And it's because like he's there, he does conquest, because you can get 1,000 or 2,000 depending on the conquest and depending on who lives and who dies. You can get like up to like 2,000 hyperbucks in like a single conquest. So you can actually theoretically earn them like very quickly depending on what you do. Yeah, exactly. So people are able to donate, they can participate and interact with the streamer. Yeah, exactly. So, and like I said, I don't want it to be so frequent that like every time I'm playing a game I'm constantly doing I'm constantly doing push-ups or doing all that kind of stuff, because that's not really what my stream is about, you know? Like I'm you know, I do like to sit here and play my games. I want to interact with people, and I want those things to be there like on occasion. And then again, like there's the other ways that people earn hype, right? Like if you're here for the token fall, you get a free token. yeah, and if you do the conquest and all that stuff, you get them quickly as well. And then I also just kind of like randomly give out tokens every once in a while when I'm in a good mood or when I'm like I just feel like it. I just randomly like dump tokens on people for funsies. Um, Depending on like the night, like what we're playing, you know, I may like give out some tokens to viewers so that like they can use them. Like if I'm playing an FPS game and we're doing some fun stuff, you know, and I want them to kind of like screw with me while I'm playing, I'll like give out some tokens. So it's kind of up to my discretion, but like I said, I wanted it to feel like something special for those people who participate the most and for those people who do subscribe. Like I wanted to have something to give them because, and I didn't know what else to do, and so this felt like something that I could give to people who do participate, but then also give to people like who do donate, who do donate or who do subscribe. You know, it's just something like a little extra, a little kind of like nice bonus to kind of give to those people. Along with like the kind of the sound effects and stuff like that that I give them as well. So I mean, you know, it may not be the best system, and you know, maybe it would need some tweaking over time. But for now, that's how I have it set up, and it seems to be working pretty well. Like all of my viewers who are here all the time seem to have like gotten like on the drunk stream, like even like new viewers who had never been there before got tokens via like the token fall or just like playing the games and stuff. So I feel like it seems to work out pretty well overall. So I'm happy with it. And then you can always use your hyperbucks for other stuff like virtual fist bumps and follows on Facebook and or on like Twitch and Twitter and all that stuff. Sub only chat. The only interaction with chat is thanks name for resubbing. Yeah, I do understand those people who have like 10,000 followers, right? Like, it gets even honestly, even just like on the stream that we did this weekend, it got crazy. So I keep stopping walking because I know as soon as I start walking, he'll like start talking and I don't want to miss it. And like even with just like 12 people, it does get crazy. And I can imagine like with like 10,000 viewers, you can't even read the wall of text, right? Like it just goes. If you've ever watched a stream that has like 10,000 people in it, like it's just impossible. It's just noise, and it's just people spamming messages and so much stuff, and it gets really, really crazy. And so if you want to try and still have some level of like meaningful interaction with chat, but yeah, if you make the chat completely boring, then that's dumb too, right? Like you want it to be a two-way conversation. Like I love that I'm able to sit here and interact with you and have a conversation with you. Like that's why I do this. Like otherwise, I'm just playing by myself, which is not like why bother even doing this, you know? So I definitely think those streamers who do that or who just ignore chat need to come up with like a bet, you know, then don't stream, right? Make YouTube videos and upload them after the fact. Why do a live stream? Guess we go down this hole to our deaths. I don't know. Okay. We're in an elevator. This is very weird. I don't know what this epilogue's all about. Wait. We're back in like the train station thing? Or this is a different area of it? One thing I didn't really like about this is that the game went from kind of like when the narrator kind of like turned it on himself and turned it into like, why do I have such need for self-validation and all that kind of stuff. Like that was a good moment, but then when he kept going with it, it kind of like ruined it for me a little bit because he just kind of sounded a little bit whiny. It does have it has interesting graphics. I will give it that. They're all pretty basic because these are like they're developed. We're using assets from like an amateur developer. So this thing here is from the very beginning. When you jump into it, you die. Or are we gonna float? Yep, we're gonna float away. gain perspective. I guess that's how he, is that how he ends it? Yeah. Fly away into the labyrinth. The infinite labyrinth of what? Of life?
Turn back.
Okay.
Turn back from this cave.
For R.
You said, let me prove that I'm brave. Let me keep going.
This has been interesting.
But the cave goes for miles and miles and miles. And you're so tired. But
So the only thing that was interesting about that,
strong.
like, I feel like it was all good except for like the very ending. Like, I was getting such crazy feels, especially right at the very end when he was like, that whole thing about the developer basically created that game for him and said, like, leave me alone. Like, you think I'm depressed, but I'm not. This is just my creative process. And then the developer just goes into, like, this whole introspective thing, which is great. You know, like, hey, I was shining this light on him, right? Like, I was self-reflecting. Like, I needed to feel good. And so the only reason I took this guy's work and showed it to other people was to try and make myself feel good because I needed that self-validation. Like, all of that was great. But then it, like, took another step. And, like, the whole rest of that, like, once he stops talking to you, didn't make a whole lot of sense. Other than the fact that it ends with that beam, which is the beam in the one of the first games that you play in this game, where it's supposed to kill you, but instead it like lifts you up. So I don't know. That was very interesting. All right, let's move on to something totally different. Quit. Beginner's Guide. I'm going to need some time to emotionally reflect on that one. I think next we are going to try. What time is it? 11:45. We'll try Getting Over It. I haven't even turned on this game before. So we're going to try this one. That is very freaking loud. What kind of pointer are you using? Mouse. Okay, 1 second here. Can I... What resolutions do we have? 1920 by 1200. Is there no... There's no 1440p? Oh my gosh, I can't. It's too loud. Oh, it's blowing up my ears. No, I've never tried. I've seen it played, but I haven't tried it. 2560 by 1440 at 120 hertz. Quality. Extreme quality. Can we do that? We'll see if my computer will run it at extreme. I don't know. Full screen. Let me switch. Hold on. I gotta turn this volume down. Effects is way too loud. Try that for now. Subtitles on. Show mouse cursor. Motion blur. Apply. I guess I have to do full screen. That sucks. Okay, well, whatever. Full screen. It's just hard. Some streamers start a drinking game. Every time they fall more than 1-2 steps, they take a shot. Alright, let me switch the view. Let me switch the game. Game capture. We are now playing Getting Over It. Hopefully it'll capture that okay. I don't think there's an end. I've heard there is an end, like you get to like the top of a mountain or something. Alright, let's see if it'll grab the game capture will capture it. Hopefully it picks it up. There it is. Yeah, no, I haven't played this yet. But yeah, we'll see I guess where it takes us. 25 by 1440. 59 hertz. Why is it such weird? 23 hertz, 59 hertz, 84 hertz, 99 hertz, 120 hertz. Why are these all like 59? Will it actually try and lock it? No, it does not lock it. Great quality. Oh, we're gonna. Oh, that's not what I wanted. 1440 at great quality. I don't know, what does that do? Seems to make no difference whatsoever. Okay, well, we're gonna go back. New game. Here we go. Let's get our freaking asses handed to us. This weird game. Oh, you know what? Let me also... I may have to adjust the... Let me change my stream. What are we calling the stream now? Indie Game Night, starting with Beginner's Guide. Indie Game Night, we are now moving on to Getting Over It. Bring on the pain. Getting Over It. Boom. Update. Alright. Stream should be updated now. Let me see if I can. Alright. Because this game is very... For not having, like, anything, this game is very not optimized. I can see. I don't know. Good? What's the freaking difference? Apply? Alright. That? Like... Worst. Like, how do I put it on graphical quality worse? And it makes no difference in the FPS. Oh, doing another conquest. Let's get it. Does it need to be optimized? No, not really. But it's hard to stream a game that doesn't have a stable resolution. And congrats to Sky Kitchen for leveling up to level 1 Green Gamer. At level 3, you get access to them sound effects. If I'm the only one playing, do I guarantee a win? No, you do not guarantee a win. Actually, it's actually harder if you're the only one playing. Now all of a sudden it's at 260 FPS. What is... Alright, this game is weirdly broken. Okay. Let's put it at great. I want to get it to like around 120 FPS. That's usually pretty solid. Resume. That's usually pretty solid for the stream if I can keep it at 120. Yes, actually the less people, the more people you have in the conquest, the higher chances are of winning, depending on the enemy. Because also the more people that join in, the harder the enemies that appear in the random pool of enemies. So like if you have under like 3 people, there's only like 3 enemies to choose from. There's actually like 4 enemies I think, and there's one enemy that'll like you only have like a 50% chance of beating with like 3 or 4 people. But then once you have like 4 or 5 people, you're now almost always guaranteed to beat like some of the lower level enemies. But now the pool opens up and you start getting access to some like higher level enemies. But the higher the enemy that you beat, the greater the reward is as well. So it's a little bit weird like that. Okay. The battle is finally done. Midnight Tangent Ryan, Sky Kitchen, and Game Tangent all emerge victorious. I'm sorry, Soviet Union. You did not emerge victorious. Whoa. Okay, so... Alright, let's see what else we got. Subtitles. Mouse sensitivity. Someone told me trackpad tuning helps the game. Yeah, even when you're not using a trackpad, that seems to help, apparently. Let's do this. Oh. No, wrong way. I need to turn my mouse sensitivity down a little bit. Oh. Let's see. Throw yourself, bro. No. Get on there. Oh, come on. Ah! You can constantly cover in 60 FPS. You can sometimes cover in 240, I think. So for a reflex game, higher is better. For strategy, 60 is all you need. No. Yeah, so just my monitor refresh is at 120. So I try, like if I can get it to 120, I usually try and do that. Oh, come on, buddy. But for like a game like this, like I'd honestly probably be fine with like even only 30. I play a lot of games on 30 depending on what they are. But for streaming, it's really important to have a stable FPS. So that's what I usually try and get to. I try and get to something that's like very stable. Usually I try and get stable at around 60 FPS because I have a hard time in like any normal game hitting 120 FPS. Like it's just not going to happen. I stream at 30, so I usually need to lock to an interval of 30. Because if I don't lock to an interval of 30 on the stream, you'll start seeing a lot of like hiccups. Oh, come on, go. No! God, the controls are so finicky. No. Come on. It resets your mouse cursor constantly. So okay, like right now I'm scrolling, I'm moving it down, and it keeps like, if I let go, it moves it back up. Which is really hard to work with, actually. So you can't actually go through the center of your body, and I think that's what screws with you. Oh.
There's no feeling more intense than starting over. If you deleted your homework the day before it was due, as I have, or if you left your wallet at home and you have to go back after spending an hour in the commute. If you won some money
Come
at
on.
the casino and then put all your winnings on red but it came up
No.
black. If you got your best shirt
Ah!
cleaned before a wedding and then immediately dropped food on it. If you won an argument with a friend and then later discovered that they just returned to their original view. Starting over is harder than starting up. If you're not ready for that, like if you've already had a bad day, then what you're about to go through might be too much. Feel free to go away and come back. I'll be here.
Oh, come on, buddy. No, lower it down. Lower it down. Oh, bro, just... There you go. Just turn it around right there. There you go. I feel like I need to, like, lower my sensitivity or something. No. No. Turn around your body. Okay. Just up and over. Oh, come on. Jeez, how can I not get over this? Seriously. Well, it's not that the hammer doesn't go through your own body. It's that the cursor resets itself. Which is weird. Like, it resets to, like, an arbitrary position. Like, you see it's constantly moving even when I'm not moving the mouse. Alright, here we go. Want to move myself a little bit. Oh, come on. Like, sometimes it moves so fast. Alright, we're gonna try and see if I can get like this. Go, 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 baby. No! I think I can get over it like this right here. There we go. Whew. Like, the propeller move is the easiest thing. Trying to do it, like, trying to do anything stable is pretty difficult.
Alright, thanks for coming with me on this trip. I'll understand if you have to take a break at any point. Just find a safe place to stop and quit the game. And don't worry, I'll save your progress, always. Even your mistakes.
Go like this. Oh! Bling up! Ah! I like this a lot. Okay. Yes!
This game is a homage to a free game that came
Nah!
out in 2002, titled Sexy Hiking. The author of that game was Jazuo, a mysterious Czech designer who was known at the time as the father of B games. And B games are rough assemblages of found objects. Designers slap them together very quickly and freely, and they're often too rough and unfriendly to gain much of a following. They're built more for the joy of building them than as polished products.
Oh, missed it. Okay. No, 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 no! Grab it! Alright, come on, baby. Alright, let's see if we can get a nice go of it. There we go.
In a certain way, Sexy Hiking is the perfect embodiment of a B game. It's built almost entirely out of found and recycled parts, and it's one of the most unusual and unfriendly games of its time. In it, your task is simply to drag yourself up a mountain with a hammer. And that act of climbing, in the digital world or in real life, has certain essential properties that give the game its flavor. No amount of forward progress is guaranteed. Some cliffs are too sheer or too slippery.
Okay.
And the player is constantly, unremittingly in danger of falling and losing everything.
No!
Anyway, when you start sexy hiking, you're standing next to this dead tree that blocks the way to the entire rest of the game. It might take you an hour to get over that tree, and a lot of people never got past it.
Okay, here we go.
Prod and you poke at it, exploring the limits of your reach and your strength, trying to find a way up and over. And there's a sense of truth in that lack of compromise. Most obstacles in video game worlds are fake. You can be completely confident in your ability to get through them once you have the correct method or the correct equipment or just by spending enough time. In that sense, every pixelated obstacle in sexy hiking is real.
Come on, baby.
The obstacles in sexy hiking are unyielding, and that makes the game uniquely frustrating.
No, no.
But I'm not sure Jazuo intended to make a frustrating game. The frustration is just essential to the act of climbing, and it's authentic to the process of building a game about climbing.
My hands are
As
sweaty.
I was building this mountain, I'd have an idea for a new obstacle, and I'd build it, test it, and it would usually turn out to be unreasonably hard. But I couldn't bring myself to make it easier. It already felt like my inability to get past the new obstacle was my fault as a player rather than as a builder. Imaginary mountains build themselves from our efforts to climb them, and it's our repeated attempts to reach the summit that turns those mountains into something real.
His voice is pretty loud. Okay. This is gonna be hard, I can already tell.
When you're building a video game world, you're building with ideas. And that can be like working with quickset cement. You mold your ideas into a certain shape that can be played with. And in the process of playing with them, they begin to harden and set until they're immutable, like rock. And at that point, you can't change the world. Not without breaking it into pieces and starting fresh with new ideas.
Come on. No! Baby. Over it down. Oh. Okay. How high can we launch? Here we go. Okay, we got it. We got it. Oh, no, we don't got it! Alright, let me see. I turn this down. What if I turn this back off? What is that? Use trackpad tuning. Oh, yeah, now I can't. Now I can like barely even move this thing. Yeah, that's way worse. Let's see if I do that. Coin block. 37 hyper bucks. Yeah, so Soviet Union, the coin block is I think the coin block is once per hour you get a coin block. You can do a coin block smash. And then the conquests are once every 30 minutes. And go. Yeah, I think I like this on better. What was that sound? Make a sound in the room behind me. No! No! Oh. 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 Grab it. Ah! Hey, congrats to Midnight Tangent Ryan for leveling up to level 11 Silver Gamer. Thanks for hanging out and supporting the stream, my friend. This chimney is pretty hard. It's like... so I think I want to get myself over here. Okay. Come on. Where I'd like to be. No. It's really hard to move your thing in this circle because you want it to move just around your body, which is really difficult. No. Ah, ah. Try and turn it down a little bit. Alright, come on. Alright, let's go right here. As soon as I push myself, this thing is going to screw me up. Ah. No! I screwed up. Alright. No! Alright, where are you? Here we go. Up! Okay. You need to be like right here, I think. A good spot for it. And then go! Ah! Because you need to not catch your hook. Oh man, that's not good either. I don't want to be there. Darn. Yeah, okay, that's better. Nope, 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 nope. Set yourself down right there, bud. Here we go. Okay. Let's go around this way. And go! Ah. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Ah! This guy's so jacked. Why is he in this pot? Did you ever get to find that out? And the flick, this flick is hard. To actually like launch yourself straight up in the air. I wonder, can we do this? Can we do something like this somehow? Like kinda, no. No, 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 damn it. Whoa. Ah. Oh, I'm going down. Alright, come on, buddy. Launch. Okay, this is pretty good. I think. Ah, that was a good one too. No. Hey, come on. Oh, nope. Nope. Hooah. Hooah.
You've done this part before. You know it's possible. Just do what you did the first time.
Oh, what a dick. Have I done this part before? I haven't done this part before. I guess I did get it one time. I landed on the light. That's as far as I got, though. Oh! Have any of you guys ever played this? It's pretty cray. Here we go. Boom! Ah! Oh, that was a close one. Okay, here we go. Oh, this is a good spot to be in, I think. We can just... Come on. Get above it. And go! Oh, no! I didn't launch. This is a good spot right here. Here we go. Oh, this isn't bad. We can make this work, I think. Oh! Come on, man. Gosh, the launch is actually so hard to do. It's really hard to, like... It's really hard to, like, get that momentum. Come on. There we go. Like, if you move the mouse too fast, sometimes it just doesn't register your, it doesn't register your movements. Okay, here we go. We're down. No. Hoo-ah! Oh! Come on! Get up there! Oh, that's not what I wanted at all. Let's try this. Come on. Oh, I think I got it. I think I can figure this out. Come on. Oh, that was so good. That was so good. No! Come on. Ooh. Alright, I think we know kind of like the movement we gotta take here. I'm gonna pump this up a little, I think, because it doesn't seem to be doing exactly what I would kind of like it to do. Oh! Alright, I think we got this one. Nope, 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 nope. Whoa. There we go. Damn. Just gotta get the right timing of everything. Alright. Oh, that's not where we want it to be. Yes, okay. I left for 5 minutes and you haven't gotten any higher. Yeah, man! I've seen people sit on this part for like half an hour before. I know about what I need to do. I actually got up to the top of the chimney and then I fell back down. Alright, come on. Ah! No! Alright, I need to put it at... What was I at before? That would be a shot depending on the streamer. Not sure what you mean. There we go. Okay. Ah! Damn. Come on. Here we go. Nope. Wrong way. Okay, here we go. This is about what we wanted. Ah! Come on, baby. Get up there. Get up there! Ooh. No! Come on. No! That's not what we want!
You just lost a lot of progress. That's a deep frustration.
I launched myself so far!
This was a triumph.
Success.
I'm making a note here. Huge success.
We can do this, y'all. We can get back up there. Oh! No. Come on. Okay. No! No!
Sorry about that.
Come on, baby. This is a triumph. And launch. Oh, that's okay. Come on. Get in there, buddy. There you go. Okay. We're almost back up there. No, that's not the way we want to go. Ugh. Nope. Ah. Come on. This is a triumph. That one should have been this. More appropriate. Much more appropriate. Okay, here we go. Come on, get up on the light, bro. Ugh. Come on. No! Oh, that went totally the wrong way that I wanted it to go. Another conquest. Let's do it. Ah, we were so high up. Oh, no. This is a triumph. Oh. Should you go this way and launch? Okay, here we go. This is where I like to be. Right around here. Okay. Launch. Oh, didn't launch enough. No, no, no. Ah. Man, it's a good thing I have a freaking big mouse pad. Holy crap. Oh, because you really move your mouse around on this game. Ugh. Ugh. Just get up there, bud. Get up, get up. Come on. Okay. And launch yourself. Yes! Okay. Whew! And then I need to go to the top of this next rock over here. We got off easy. Everybody won! Who did we fight? Original Donkey Kong. Yeah, I think original Donkey Kong is the easiest of all the dudes. Okay, so I guess... No, no, no! Why did I do it? I didn't want to go that way, you dick. That's not where I wanted to go at all! Oh. Ugh. Lift up and over, please. No, 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 no. There. Oh, launch yourself, bro. What are you doing? There we go. Right there. Yep. Come on. Up and over. You know you can do it. There you go. Okay. Oh. Okay, we're back. We got this. Okay. Oh. Come on. Oh, grab it. Yeah. Oh, no, no,
What we call failure
no!
is not the falling down, but the staying down. Mary Pickford.
Okay. Right there's where we want to be. Right, we're kind of mastering the chimney a little bit. We just got to get over that next kind of hump. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, oh, oh. I love that every time you fall like a specific distance, it just generically picks like a failure message to give you. Oh.
Going down the road feeling bad. I'm going down the road feeling bad. Going down the road feeling bad, and I ain't going to be treated this way.
Like, why did the FPS randomly drop to 90 FPS? No.
Down in the jail on my knees. I'm down.
Oh, we're getting like
on my knees.
this entire song. Oh!
Down in jail on my knees, and I ain't going to be treated this way.
Oh, come on,
They feed me
bro.
on cornbread and cheese. They feed me on cornbread and cheese. They feed me on cornbread and cheese, and I ain't going to be treated this way.
That's way too low. It's weird because, like, a lot of the times it feels like it's not really responding to your controls. Or, like, it feels like it skips. Like, it lags behind what you tell it to do, and then all of a sudden it like, catches up.
$10 shoe fits my feet, and I ain't going to be treated this way. Going where the weather suits my clothes. I'm going where the weather suits my clothes. I'm going where the weather suits my clothes, and I ain't going to be treated this way.
Oh my god, this song is getting so annoying.
Turn down, boy, turn down.
Oh! Hurts the hand. How am I not able to do this part now? There we go. Come on, get in there. Alright, up. Up. Oh, no, no, no. Hooah! Alright, here we go. Back to the chimney. Okay. Oh. Fine. Okay. And I liked this. Come on. Ah! Oh. No, no, no! Ah! Okay. Mm. At least the music is done. Ah. Okay. Ah! Come on. No, stay up there. Get up. Go where I want you to go. Whew. Hey, congrats to Soviet Union Recon for leveling up to level 3 Purple Gamer. That means you can now use sound effects. Thank you for hanging out and supporting the stream all this time. I greatly appreciate it, my friend. Okay, there we go. Okay, we're up there. No, 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 we're not up there! Well, Just a little higher. Mm. Oh my gosh. Oh. This one hurts the wrist. Okay. Come on, baby. You can do it. Pull, pull. Oh, yeah. No, no, no. What are you doing to me? How did you even do that? Yes, okay. Okay, stay there. Stay there. Okay. We need to get up and over. That's... Oh. No. Oh. Come on. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. This is approximately where we want to be. Basically, we want to be right here. No! Take it nice and slow, bro. No! That's not nice and slow! Oh, that's not nice and slow at all. Like it just it just glitches out sometimes, and it just like the controls just take off. Like they're going nice and slow, then all of a sudden it just goes like, and it just like launches. That is the one thing that I've read about this game on all the reviews before I bought it. They're like, you're just fighting like glitchy controls the entire time. It's like you think you get the controls working how you like them, then like all of a sudden they just get all glitchy. Okay, there we go. There you go. Nice. No, no, no. Job, sir. No, that's not at all what I told you to do. Turn around. Just like that. There you go. Okay, put it here. And go! Okay. We got this. Come on. Ah. Damn. Up, 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 up. Okay. No! No! Like that. That was just like I was barely even moving the mouse, and all of a sudden he just went like, "Brrr," and just shot it out from under him. Okay. like it. I like it. I like it. I don't like it. Come on, baby. There we go. And up and grab and up and yes, yes, yes. Okay. Come on. Keep getting up here. Nice and slow. Alley-oop. Yeah! Woo!
Games would soon be made out of prefabricated objects.
Oh my god, that part is so hard.
And for the most part, that hasn't happened. Because
Feels good to beat it, though.
Trash. I don't mean they look bad or that they're badly
I'm out of water.
I mean they're trash in the way that food becomes trash as soon as you put it in the
Sweaty now.
Things are made to be consumed and used in a certain context. And once the moment is gone, they transform into garbage. In the context of technology, those moments pass by in seconds.
Alright. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Control your shaft, my friend. Alright, I want to get onto this. And do a nice launch. Oh, that was pretty good. You need to go sleep, have school tomorrow. Alright, you have a great evening. Thank you for hanging out, Soviet Union. I'm going to be ending it here soon anyways. I wanted to get off at 12:30. My son is actually, I have to bring him to the doctor tomorrow, which means I'm going to need to get up early with him, unfortunately. Oh no. So I will also need to end it a bit early today. I wanted to end at 12:30. That obviously didn't happen. It's now 12:46. Oh, oh, oh. No, no, no. Bring it down, bring it down. Okay. Bring it over and launch yourself. Come on. Good job, good job. Whoa. Yes.
Over time, we've poured more and more refuse into this vast digital landfill that we call the internet. It now vastly outnumbers and outweighs the things that are fresh and untainted and unused. When everything around us is cultural trash, trash becomes the new medium, the lingua franca of the digital age. You can build culture out of trash, but only trash culture. B games, B movies, B music, B philosophy.
Woohoo! Alright.
This is what digital culture
That was pretty
is.
cool.
A monstrous mountain of trash, the ash heap.
16 hyperbucks to end the evening. Have a good night,
with
Soviet
everything
Union.
we ever thought of in it. Grand, infinite, and unsorted.
Now, I know there's a danger zone here because I've watched another streamer play this part, and you can fall all the way to the bottom right here if you fall off this edge.
Facebook's got lifelike bots with unbranded adverts and candid shots of Kanye and Taylor Swift mashups, car crash epic failed gifs, Russian dashcam vids, discussions of McRibs, discarded, forgotten, unrecycled, muddled, rotten, untitled. Everything's fresh for about 6 seconds, until some newer thing beckons, and we hit refresh. And there's years
No,
of
no, no,
persevering
no,
disappearing into the pile, out of style, out of sight.
Ba-la-la-la. Virtual fist bump. Put it right here. Put it right there, bro. Let's do it. Fist bump. Ba-la-la-la-la-la. I love that one. Let me redeem it. Let me make sure I say I redeemed it. I like that GIF. love Baymax. Alright, we need to go up. There we go. Okay. This is a good place to be. Alright, here we go. Ooh, oh, nope. Right here. Yes. Nope, nope, nope. Nope, 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 nope. Oh my god. Oh my god, that was close. Whoo! Get out of there. Nope, get out of there, bro. There you go. Put yourself down. Put yourself down. There you go. Put it down. Put it down. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Now, we need to figure out how to get up there and make it sexy. Okay. Alright, rake. Rake is good, I think. Come on, get on the slide. Okay. Let's go, we got this. Down, bring it down. Go! Yeah,
In this
boy!
context, it's tempting to make friendly content that's gentle, that lets you churn through it but not earn it. Why make something demanding if it just gets piled up in the landfill, filed in with the bland things?
I remember this is pretty hard. Ah, okay, we got it. We got it. Oh, get in there. Get in there. Yes! Yo, what's going on, Moja? Is that how you say that, Moja? Have I made this? This is the first time I'm ever playing this, and where I'm at right now is the farthest I have ever been. So I have not made it to the orange. I guess that's what you're saying, orange. Origi. I haven't made it to the Origi yet. Welcome to the stream. I'm getting my ass kicked by this game, by the way. But I enjoy it. I love games like this. Have you ever played, what's the racing one? With the motorcycles. Trials Fusion? That's one of my favorite games. That game kicks my ass, but I played that and just dealt with the pain for hours and hours and hours to beat every single level of that game. And it's so much fun. Just every little micro correction you make to the motorcycle to get it to go over like these crazy jumps. It's so good. And this game feels a lot like that. This game is way more punishing though. Because you can't just like try apart, restart. Be careful on these stairs. Yeah, I've watched other streamers do this. I've never really seen a streamer go past. I've seen this part. I've never really seen a streamer go much past this part though. So I don't really know what comes after this.
The pain I feel now is
not what I
the
want.
happiness I had before. That's the deal. C.S. Lewis.
Oops. That's not what I wanted. Okay. Oh. You really like playing the extreme maps on... Yeah, so you're another one like me that just loves to experience the pain. Yeah, we're doing a little indie games night. After the stairs, it's furniture and then the orange. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know if I've ever seen much past the stairs. I do remember seeing furniture, actually. There's like a pillar of furniture. Like it kind of goes up and like splits apart or something weird like that with like couches and stuff. I think I vaguely remember that. Is it like an actual orange? Just like... Or is it just like all the color orange? So yeah, so we're doing indie game night. We played through the beginner's guide, which that game was very interesting and frankly a little depressing. And now we're bringing the pain. I like to get on the rake. If I get on the rake, we do pretty good. Okay. The rake is a good place to be. Come on. Oh, yeah, baby. There we go. Oh, no. Come on. There we go. I think I can do it from here. I think I can launch from here. Let it down nice and easy, bro. Got this. There's an orange on a desk at the beginning of the section. Okay, interesting. Yeah, there we go. Nope, nope, nope. Take it slow, dude. Oh. Alright, let's put this here. Lower it down. Yes. No, no, no. Okay. Yes. Caught it. Bring it in. Bring it in. Bring it in for love. Okay. Alright, back to the stairs. Here we go. Let it down. So let's see. What do I want to do? If you grab the wood on the tire of the wheelbarrow, you can get on the rake effortlessly. Oh, I gotcha. On the other part, yeah. So, I'm thinking... something I can grab. Oh. Thinking... maybe... No, 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 no. That's not what I wanted. That's not what I was thinking. But now I'm here. Okay. Get on there, baby. Oh. Bring it in. No. No! No!
In me,
No!
a peace above all earthly dignities. A still and quiet.
The slide skip?
William
I don't know what that is. You can skip the slide somehow? I guess you could like
cannot
launch
now believe that you will ever feel better.
launch yourself
this
from
is not
here
true.
somehow.
You're sure to be happy again. And knowing this, truly believing it, will make you less miserable now. Abraham Lincoln.
Maybe that? Could you go this way? So how far have you gotten? Just to the orange? Have you gotten past the orange? Oh no. Probably gonna have to end it here soon. No, 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 buddy. What are you doing to me? Don't do it to me. Okay, set it down. There we go. Hooah! Swing on the roof like I did. Okay. Oh. Oh no. Turn it around. Turn it around. Oh. I went the wrong way. Bring it in, bro. Bring it in. Bring it in closer. Nope. Not what I asked you to do. Ah. There we go. Okay, so I think we can do a launch from here like last time. Yeah. Alright, the slide's not so bad, actually. Oh, no, no, no. Hold on to it. Bring it in. Nice and slow. There we go. I say nice and slow, and then all of a sudden he just goes like, woohoo! I made it to the top of the orange, but didn't catch myself and reset completely. Oh no! It goes all the way back down. I know there's a nice little part right around here where you go all the way down. If you fall off in between the grill and the slide, you go all the way down. Which is no bueno. Alright, no, no, no. Wrong way. Wrong way. That's not what I want. Go over. And Bring it in. Ah! No, no, no! Oh, more music. The music is so loud. Oh, turn that down. There we go. So you're saying you can skip this whole part, huh? Let's see. Oh, what are you doing? I could see that, I guess. You probably got to get, like... I'm sure you can't do it like that. You got to get some, like, crazy momentum. Oh, like that, baby! Come on. Get it up there! Oh, my control's falling off my mouse pad. Come on! Mouse, bring it in. Bring it in. Get up there! Yes! Okay. Whoo! That was the roof skip! We did it! Thank you for the suggestion. Totally random happenstance, but it worked and it got me up the stairs. How convenient that I did the roof skip, I guess, or whatever you. I think the slide skip, the roof skip. What did you call it? And then also made it over the stairs at the same time. Okay. So now I got to get up to that camera, I guess, is next, I think. I actually did it. Well, I'm sure it won't go much further than this. I know, that was so lucky. Nope. That's not the right answer. I'm thinking the slide skip. Yeah, okay. I'm thinking... Nope, not that. That's not what I'm thinking.
When
This.
games were new,
Oh.
they wanted a lot from you. Daunting you, taunting you, resetting and delaying you. Players played stoically. Now everyone's turned off by that. They want to burn through it quickly. A quick fix for the fickle. Some tricks for the clicks of the feckless.
Right
But that's not you. You're an acrobat.
here.
You could swallow a baseball bat.
Oh! You could swallow a baseball bat? What? What does that even mean, dude? Okay. Do a nice little launchy loo. Right here. Oh. Okay. Bring it in, son. Bring it in. Your jacked arms, dude. What do your legs look like? Do you ever find out? Does he ever get out of the pot at the end of the game? Is there an end of the game? Darn. Okay. You pogo off the camera. I'm trying to land on it first, I guess. Oh! No! Bring it in. Bring it in. No! No!
Stand my grave and cry. I am not there. I did not die.
Well, I think I'm probably gonna have to call it there, I think. Because
To live is to suffer.
I was supposed to go to bed at 12:30, it's now 1 a.m.
Friedrich Nietzsche. Life is a mosaic of pleasure
I
and
doubt
pain.
I'll ever be able to.
Grief
Oh, now
is an
I'm
interval
stuck
between two
on
moments
this.
of joy.
Am I stuck?
Peace
There we
is
go.
the interlude between two wars. You have no rose without a thorn. The diligent picker will avoid the pricks and gather the flower. Satya Sai Baba.
This would drive you nuts, yeah. It definitely takes a special kind of person to appreciate the pain that goes into this game. Smack that blue wall. when you are on the stairs. Ah, okay. That makes sense. Like go back and forth with it. Ah. Let's go. Bring it down. And yeah, no,
Sorrow is my own.
you really gotta like
where the
build
bluegrass
the momentum.
flames as it has flamed often before, but not with the cold fire that closes round me this year.
But that's okay.
Carlos will-
I gotta end it here, you guys. Unfortunately, I normally like to go a little bit later, but I gotta bring my son to the doctor in the morning, and so that means I gotta get up early with him, and I won't be able to sleep in when my wife takes him to daycare like she usually does. So, oh, that was very loud. Sorry about that. I don't know why I yelled that. Midnight Tangent Ryan. What is that? Speed runs through the slide skip and it looks so sexy. Yeah. Unfortunately, I'm not so sexy. My guy is sexy though. Look at it. Look at him. Oh, we're gonna do pull-ups. Just bash my head into the roof. Cause I'm frustrated. I don't want. Okay, don't fall off though, bro. What are you doing? Something like that. But let me switch over. See ya. Let me switch over to this view. And I don't think we don't have any credits to roll, so I won't roll the credits. But let me find someone awesome to host for the night. We can do let's see who is streaming. What are people playing? Ooh, South Park Stick of Truth. The game to on fire. What emote was that first one? Come on, bruh emote. Game to on fire. That's my emote. I like that one. Destin Channel, Rip Rourke, Skippy Rebooted, Thorn D. Exploring the Deep Unknown, Mr. Friendly Spatula. We're gonna drop the host for them. I don't really see anyone else playing anything that I'm too excited about. Actually, Rip Rourke playing a little Rainbow Six Siege. We will drop the host on him.
I was thinking like,
and let's do that. Boom. Rip Rourke. He's another awesome streamer. Highly recommend you guys hang around, say hey to him. Raid, Mr. Rip Rourke. You watch Rip Rourke? Awesome. Yeah, he's so good. I really like him. I found him one night when I was a while ago, a couple months ago, when I was just looking for someone fun and interesting to watch. And I happened to just stumble upon his stream, and I really enjoyed him. So I've been hanging out there ever since. So we're gonna say hey to him, and yeah. So let's see, Raid River, that's all set up. Thank you so much, everyone, for hanging out on Indie Game Night. If you're watching this on YouTube or Twitch on the VOD and you enjoyed the content, please consider hitting that follow button, subscribing to the YouTube channel, following the Twitch channel. Greatly appreciate it. It'll let you know kind of next time I'm live what we're going to be doing. If you are interested in all the kind of latest gaming news and leaks and rumors and all that kind of stuff, check out my Facebook and my Twitter channels using the handle @GameTangent. I'm always kind of tweeting about all the news and my opinions and all that kind of stuff. I love talking about all that kind of crap. That's the whole reason we're doing this. And if you want to talk a little bit more outside of the stream and just kind of get to know me personally and get to know all the other members of the community, check out the Discord. You can find all that information in the Twitch information below, and it's also, I posted in all my YouTube videos, so it's all on there. We will be back on Thursday at the regularly scheduled time, 9:30 p.m. Eastern time. Moja, thank you so much for the follow. Greatly appreciate that. I'm glad that you enjoyed the stream enough to hang out and drop the follow and come back next time. I will definitely be continuing this game on probably the next stream, depending on if we can get some people together to play some Overwatch or some Destiny. I kind of feel it out depending on kind of what's going on with my friends and stuff for the night. So we're going to drop this raid. Stay tuned for that. Check out Ripwork. He's a really good guy. And thank you for watching Game Tangent. My name is Chris Enriquez, aka Hyper Neon, and we will see you next time. Peace!